From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Dennis's Heating and Air Conditioning is Northern California's premier heating and air conditioning contractor. From residential housing, large commercial projects, installation to repair, sheet metal fabrication, and everything in between, we are your go-to heating and air conditioning specialist.
Well, turning out to be another wet day for many of us here in Northern California. Taking a look at the Elk Country sky cam here. This is just north of Trinidad. Maybe a good day to go for a kayak trip. I don't know, but certainly it's still wet out there. We're seeing the rain, and that'll continue here most likely off and on throughout the afternoon. Taking a look at Crescent City Harbor District right now, and you can see that, yeah, we still have some wet weather out there. You can kind of see some rain falling from the clouds off there in the distance, but those overcast skies really kind of sticking around here throughout, most likely even into the afternoon hours. Taking a look at Lake Oroville, North Forebay, and there you can see, of course, the raindrops on the lens there. A little breezy out there, but otherwise, of course, you can kind of see a little choppy there on the lake as well. But we are seeing those overcast skies, continuing to see those showers here, even down towards the south into Butte County. Taking a look at Trinity Center, looks a little wet there as well. Some of the low clouds kind of hovering over the mountains there off in the distance. You can kind of see the lake right there. But of course, the runway from the airport there, still looking at some puddles. So still looking at those showers even out in the Trinity Center area. Take a look at Lassen Park. Always a gorgeous sight, right? I mean, nothing too surprising here. We're seeing the snow there. Low clouds kind of sticking around, and most likely even seeing some of the snowflakes up there as well. Now we have more rain, more snow throughout the day today, with cool and unsettled weather pattern going into the weekend. Now after the weekend, or really as we go into the weekend, chances for showers are really going to start to diminish here. We're not seeing much rain after today for quite some time. We'll get into that in a little bit more detail in a second. But we've got those snow levels still fairly low, and that's why we're seeing the chain requirements, especially east of I-5 this afternoon. And we'll probably continue to see that here going into the overnight hours. But the snow levels quite low, between 2,500 and 3,000 feet. Now, as I mentioned, I don't expect any significant rain or snow after today through the rest of the week, this weekend, and that'll probably even go through most of next week as well. So you can see the storm system that's moving through right now. You see the bit of a swirl. It's coming in from the Gulf of Alaska. It's a colder storm system. You've got all those speckled clouds indicating that colder air kind of getting wrapped up around that area of low pressure, but that's what we're seeing here. This will move down to the south and east, and eventually as it moves to our south, will dry things out for the most part, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here. All right, so here's today at noon. Of course, we're seeing the showers, right? Then we go into about 3 p.m. It's beginning to break apart a little bit here. Still some pockets of some light showers, still some decent snow off to the east, continuing to bring us more chain requirements, but you can see maybe some heavier showers down to the south. So we see the heavier rainfall push to the south as we go into the overnight hours. So by 9 o'clock tonight, we're fairly dry, and we're clearing things out as well, which will probably make for a chilly night tonight and into tomorrow morning. But check this out. As we go into tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., we've got some snow flurries off to the north and east. And then going into the afternoon, we've got some snow flurries in the higher elevations and a few showers in the lower elevations. Now you'll notice we're really not seeing much in the valley, and for the most part it probably will be a dry day. And in fact, most of Northern California will be dry. But don't be surprised if you live in the mountains, say above 2,500, 3,000 feet, if you see a snow flurry here and there. Light, right? And don't be surprised if even in the valley for tomorrow afternoon you see a stray sprinkle or a light shower. But I don't think any of it's going to be enough to really cancel any of those outdoor plans. All right, now we take you into Friday morning, and we're drying things out. Should be another cold start to the day, mainly dry. There's a disturbance that'll kind of kick up to our north, could bring a few flurries off towards northeastern portions of Modoc County, not to mention northern Siskiyou County as well. But otherwise, a fairly dry day for your Friday as well. Here are your rainfall estimates. Now, this is basically most of what you're seeing here is today, the rest of the day today. And we could be picking up anywhere from a quarter to maybe even a little bit more than that, a quarter of an inch or more for parts of the valley. And there you can see not much more going on top of what we've already seen here for the coast either. And then, of course, really anywhere else you go. So most of it will actually be in the valley, believe it or not. So what does that mean for our snow? Well, it doesn't mean much, does it here? But it is going to be enough for us to continue to see those chain requirements east of I-5 in particular. But we're also seeing some of those chain requirements on Highway 36 in southern Trinity County. There's a look at Thursday, 5 p.m. Now we take you into your Friday. We're not going to tack much more on top of what we see here. So again, not a lot of snow. Now here's a look at the long range and getting a little bit better of a handle here as we go into the weekend. I think we'll be dry for Saturday and even Sunday. Now taking a look as we go into Monday of next week, you see how it's fairly dry? Now it looks like toward the end of next week, around say Wednesday or Thursday of next week, we may start to see some more showers. And you can see off to the west of that, more activity coming in. So yes, I'm expecting fairly dry conditions after today with just a few very weak disturbances passing through at times, right? But I think the bulk of any rain is going to be coming in really over the next, say, 7 to 10 days, maybe even longer. Looking at our wave heights, there you can see still pretty high for today. That's why we have that small craft advisory for the coast here. But those wave heights will be dropping for your Thursday, so certainly some good news there. Here's what it looks like for today, and looking at those temperatures, it's still going to be cold. I mean, the thing is, we're talking about these lower snow levels and the showers moving in. This is a cold storm moving through. So that's why our temperatures are going to be cold as well. Only getting in the upper 40s, I think, for most of us in the valley. Look at the mountains, upper 30s. I think struggling to get out of the 30s for the mountains. But out towards Trinity County, low to mid 40s, mid to upper 40s inland, and probably upper 40s to around 50 for the coast. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast for the next 7 days. And there you can see for Mount Shasta, chance for snow today. A chance for snow tomorrow, but let me tell you, again, I was telling you on Thursday, it's going to be few and far between, mainly dry though. And then look at this. I don't have any chances for rain in there for Friday through the weekend and even into early next week. Now for the valley, showers today, right? And then maybe a slight chance on Thursday. But again, as I mentioned, don't cancel any outdoor plans. It's going to be mainly dry and then dry for Friday through the weekend and early next week. Now, your 7-day outlook for the coast, a little bit of a different story. I am seeing the potential Sunday, Monday, Tuesday for a slight chance for a stray shower here and there, but overall, I don't anticipate there to be much in the way of rain really after today. Again, today's the main event, and then any chances for showers thereafter for the next 7 to even 10 days is looking pretty slim.